I want to start with a thought that might shake the way you see money. Most people believe they're struggling because of money, but the truth is, money isn't the real problem. The real issue is government, the system you live under. Poverty isn't about not having cash. Poverty is about missing order, and wherever order is absent, struggle is guaranteed. Money was never designed to rule your life. It was meant to serve you, to be a tool, a medium of exchange inside a system. But when money is taken out of its proper system, it becomes a tyrant. That's why some people pray harder yet still feel anxious. That's why others work harder yet still remain stuck. They're sincere, but they're sincerely misaligned. Think about Jesus. He never prayed for money. He never taught financial seminars, yet he never lacked anything. Why? Because he understood government. In Matthew 6, he said, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." Notice, he didn't say pray for things. He said seek the kingdom. Provision in a kingdom isn't begged for, it's distributed. Here's the principle. Money doesn't respond to need, it responds to law. God doesn't fund confusion, he funds alignment. You don't pray for harvest, you plant seed. You don't pray for gravity, you align with it. And you don't pray for provision in a kingdom, you live under the king's economy. Money itself isn't evil, it's neutral. It simply reveals your heart and magnifies the system you're living under. If your system is corrupt, money will destroy you. If your system is righteous, money will serve you. In a kingdom, wealth isn't measured by how much you own, it's measured by how much you can access when you need it. Abraham understood this. He lived freely, raised armies, blessed nations, without anxiety, because he was under a king. Ownership is a Western obsession, but the kingdom emphasizes stewardship. Psalm 24 says, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it." If God owns everything, then your problem isn't lack, it's misunderstanding. You don't need more money, you need better alignment with the owner. Worry is illegal in the kingdom. Anxiety is rebellion against provision. When Adam fell, he didn't lose heaven, he lost a kingdom. He lost access to a government that guaranteed provision. Labor replaced dominion. Sweat became the sign of cursed systems. But grace restores order, and order restores ease. Here's the shocking truth. In a kingdom, provision isn't a miracle, it's a policy. Policies work whether you feel spiritual or not. That's why some unbelievers prosper, while some believers struggle. Prosperity isn't proof of righteousness, it's proof of system alignment. Hosea says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge," not lack of prayer, not lack of fasting, lack of knowledge. So what are the laws of kingdom wealth? There are 7. First, the law of ownership. Everything belongs to the king. Stress is proof of illegal ownership. The moment you acknowledge God as owner, he becomes your provider. Second, the law of stewardship. God rewards faithfulness, not need. Your budget is your confession. Where your money goes shows who rules you. Third, the law of seed and harvest. Nothing multiplies unless it's planted. Seed always leaves your present to create your future. Fourth, the law of value and exchange. Money follows value, not need. Solve bigger problems and provision follows. Fifth, the law of purpose-driven provision. Where God assigns, he supplies. Heaven funds function, not fantasy. Sixth, the law of management and multiplication. God multiplies what you manage, not what you complain about. Addition tests discipline. Multiplication tests leadership. Seventh, the law of integrity and honor. Character is the security system of prosperity. Without integrity, increase leaks. The world economy is fear-based, debt-driven, competitive, unstable. The kingdom economy is trust-based, principle-driven, cooperative, everlasting. You cannot mix systems. You cannot serve two masters. Mammon isn't money. It's a system that promises provision without submission. Religion teaches you to ask. Kingdom teaches you to align. Religion teaches you to wait on miracles. Kingdom teaches you to live under policies. Heaven is orderly, structured, disciplined, precise. If heaven is your government, then chaos in your finances isn't spiritual, it's illegal. Citizenship determines economy. Your passport determines which government is responsible for you. That's why Jesus could sleep in a storm. The weather wasn't under Roman authority, it was under heaven's authority. Genesis 1 records God's original economic mandate: be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and have dominion. That's kingdom economy language. So let's circle back. You never had a money problem, you had a government problem. The king isn't trying to make you rich, he's trying to make you lawful. When you live under the right government, provision becomes predictable. Jesus said, "Fear not, little flock, it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." In the kingdom, wealth is access, provision is policy, obedience is currency. Your assignment is simple. Track everything for 30 days. Remove unnecessary financial leaks. Add one skill that increases your value. Sow intentionally, not emotionally. Build a disciplined system. This isn't punishment, it's training for citizenship. Choose the kingdom, live by its laws, and let the king take responsibility for your supply. And before you go, let me ask you this. If this message touched you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone you know might be praying desperately for answers, and this could be the key they've been waiting for. Click share, send it to a friend, post it on your feed, because money doesn't follow prayers, it follows principles. And when you live by kingdom principles, everything else falls into place.